Hello loves, and welcome back to part 2 of my kitchen update series. Today I will be showing you how I DIY a beautiful spring wreath from items from the Dollar Tree from their line Floral Garden. The Dollar Tree have some beautiful flowers this year, and I want to show you how you can put together a beautiful wreath using Dollar Tree items. If you're interested in finding out how I do this, stay tuned. So before we get started, let me go through some of the things that you would need for this DIY. We have a 27-inch grapevine wreath that I use over and over each season for mainly for fall and spring. You can use whatever size you like. Then we have our tools here. We have a wire cutter, some wire, floor picks, floor tape, scissors, ribbon, and I've already created a bow for our wreath. This ribbon I had on the previous floor arrangement. If you're interested in how I use that, I can put that in the iCard. And then we have these gorgeous flowers. These flowers are, well, most of them are from Dollar Tree and from the Floral Garden line that you may be familiar with. I talked about that in a previous video. This is one of the ones I didn't even know they had. Matter of fact, they said it's new and it just came in when I visited the store yesterday. And this is a delphinium, and I can't believe this came from Dollar Tree. It is gorgeous. Look at that. It's nice and full. We'll be using this spider grass, which is another item from Dollar Tree that I thought was really pretty. And then we'll be using this greenery brocade. Love that. The stripe that's in the leaves, and then the hydrangeas that I've used once before in a floor arrangement. The items that I've already had is this beautiful flower here that I used in a previous floor arrangement, and then we have this flower here that I had so long ago in previous arrangements. I can't even tell you where either of those came from. So this is what we're going to start with to do our nice spring wreath for the kitchen update. And I'm going to put the camera on the tripod and we're going to get started. But first, I'm going to lay the flowers how I want my design to go on the grapevine wreath, and then we will go from there. Okay, so before we started, I kind of turned the wreath in a way the perfect side is showing and the imperfections will be covered in flowers. We will start with this side and then go around. Before I even start placing my flowers, I prepared them how I will be using them. This spider grass, I cut them in threes, applied some flower tape and a pick. This way is easy to place in the grapevine wreath, and also the application is easier to handle. So each one of these I prepared. Here's the hydrangeas. I did the same way. I cut them off the spray and gathered them at a certain height, applied the tape and the pick so it can be easily applied. The first thing we're going to take is the philodendron. I cut those down to size, and I want those staggered on the side of the wreath like so. So we'll place that here, place the flowers on here how we want it to go, just to give an idea of what we are looking for or how we want, and we can make changes because they're not fixed to the wreath. So we'll put this on this side, and then we're going to take some grass here, and we're going to place the grass like in between and inside, just to get a nice little idea of how we want this to go. And then we're going to take the bush here, and I cut those also. I cut those individually off like this so it can be easily applied. So we'll kind of place those in here, just kind of stick them here and there, and then at the top again it would be staggered. And we're going to place different flowers in here. And I'm just placing them on here, not really sticking them in right now. See, this way I get an idea of how I want this to go, and it will go pretty fast. So what do you think? You think that'll work? I think that is perfect. We'll kind of fill in more here, put some more there. Now we got a good idea of how we want this to go. We can put it in here by taking off the layers. Start with this side, how we want it to go. Since we got a good idea, this is how we want this to look. And one thing about this grapevine leaf, you really have to stick them in here. And the flowers has wire in it, so you can manipulate it however way you want. Bend it however you want. We can play with it once I have it in here. So that's that side. Then we're going to apply some of the grass. Now this is where things need to look kind of natural. So you're going to take the grass and just curve it a little bit. See, because that's how it naturally grows. You're going to just curve it out. And you can stick it on the side there. So when you have these kind of flowers that's on a bush, you're going to have to play with the leaves a little bit so they look natural. Make them a curve or any kind of way that bend them so they would look kind of natural. We're going to put this up this way so it curves out like that. Because they've been in the boxes or however way they're being transported and they get crushed. So you have to play with it a little bit so it'll look natural when you do your floral arrangements. It goes so much easier when you prep your flowers. And when I say prep, I mean, you know, clip them off the bush. You can put some on your picks, or you can leave some in the, as a whole, on the bush itself if that's what you need. But I like to play with it a little bit. It's more natural to me when the flowers are cut and then shaped the way you want them to shape. Okay, so right down here at the end, I'm going to start putting some of these leaves here. Now I'm just thinking this up as I go, because mainly that's where my creativity comes into play when I'm doing something like this. Normally I kind of plan, but the only thing that I plan when I do wreaths or floral arrangements is just cutting the flowers down to the size that I think I would need in the floral arrangement. But as far as design itself, I kind of go with the flow. So we are going to take this flower here, press it in there, doing a hydrangea there. We have some leaves, kind of make it full. So we have the leaves here, and then we are going to apply some flowers. I think I need some leaves right in here, so I'll do a few leaves. Got cut. And these are so easy to cut. See, it doesn't take that much, but you have to make sure that you have a nice sharp wire cutter. Now I'm just playing around and filling in some of the spots here that you can see the grapevine through with some leaves. So I think we have this side like we want. So now we're going to start filling in the bottom here. Okay, so now we know the placement of some of this. We're going to place these in here. Now these grapevine, these wreaths can be pretty messy. That's the reason why I have the newspaper down here, because these branches, if you're not careful, can break off. And we don't want that. So kind of be careful when you poke these down in here. All right, so now we're going to start filling in some more of these leaves. Now I'm playing around with my spider grass here to flatten out and curve the leaves. Okay, so we have our flowers the way we want, except for these last few here. And these flowers here I'm going to stick to drape down on the sides, just to show some dimension. Okay, I think we are done. Now I'm going to hang this up and then we will see how it looks. Well, here is the final product. I hope you guys enjoyed the DIY. And you have some tips and tricks on how you can create your own just by having some things around the house and going to Dollar Tree and buying those beautiful flowers that they have for just $1. So let's take a look and see what we have here as we get closer to the wreath. Right up top, we left it empty so you can see the grapevine, and we will start down here on the right hand side where you will see this spider grass that kind of grows out of the wreath. It looks so natural when you curve it like this. And then we have the beautiful delphiniums that grows out of the wreath. Just beautiful, kind of gracefully go up the wreath there. And then as it ends, we have the green bundle here that acts as a ground cover to the wreath. And on the side you will see that other flower there that I had previously that kind of sticks out to show some dimension there, and down at the bottom to show more dimension there. And I love this side of the wreath because it has so much going on that keep your eye moving and catching all these different things that we have here. As we go along the wreath from the bottom, there's the flowers. We have some hydrangeas, and then we have some regular flowers. Don't know what they're called. I couldn't tell you. I had them for so long. We move ourselves up and we end in a black and white bow, beautiful bow to match our theme in our kitchen. And it tops off with some more spider grass and some green bundle here, and then ends again with some more flowers that show dimension on this side. I think it came out beautifully. If you think so, please like and let me know in the comments what you think. That you get any tips on how to create your own spring wreath by a little of nothing. This is part 2 of the kitchen update series. Part 3 will be the last part where I will show you the final tour of the kitchen. So I'm excited. We're almost at the end here, and I will see you soon. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions or comments below. See you soon. Smooches.